Hello there, people. Nice to see you. So, if you like Pokemin Legendary Island show, which, I mean, why would you? It was horribly written. I mean, I had so many good ideas, but I didn't do them. I was so dumb. Anyway, so, welcome, and, I will be sharing with you what my elimination order will be. I will be going over each Pokemon, talking about them for a tiny bit, and then moving on. Okay, cool. So first one is Carvanha, 43rd. I don't like him, as he is literally just, hey, I like Quillfish from Slowking's show, so it's mine now, and that's it. So that's why. Actually, that's not why he's out first. He's out first because I needed a first boot. I didn't want it to be NK, I wanted him to be one of the first boots, but not the first boot. So boom, Carvanha exists. Moving on. NK. Okay, so good character. Didn't make sense for him to not be eliminated as soon as people got the chance. He was the villain last season. Nobody liked him. He definitely should have been out as soon as he could have, which was episode 2, so I say this elimination makes sense, so I'm proud of this one. 45th, not 5th, first place. It's Paris. Yeah, I didn't like him too much just because his voice is really hard to do. It was me trying to do a Gollum impression. Did not go well. So yeah, didn't like him very much. He was 41st. Let's move on to the 4-0. Mamoswine. Second placer, now 40th. Buddy, I'm sorry. Mamoswine. You know, fun fact about Mamoswine in season 1. I had Swine up on my cast to be an early bit. Yep. Swine up, Quillfish, and Muck were all early bits. Only one of those that went to fruition was Muck, kind of. He made it farther than I wanted him to go, and God, I ruined his character, even though he didn't really have one. But, I'm just fine. Fun facts about him. His father was a con man, as I mentioned, and, you know, that's as much as you know about him. That's more compared to others. Like the character, kinda wish I didn't get out so early, but yeah, too late now. Moving on. Togepi. Okay, so it's a fun fact. If I was gonna have a rejoin, which I was planning on eventually having one, Togepi would have rejoined. And as a Togetic, you know, in a pretty good mental state, not perfect, but better. And yeah, let's move on. So, Magmar, yeah. You know, Magmar was actually supposed to be the 5th eliminated instead of Togepi, and Togepi was going to be the 6th. But I found out that didn't burn on like his character, so I was like, okay, I'll give him one more day because he is supposed to be one of the earliest bits of the show. So I gave him a day, and yeah. And, you know, looking back, I actually kind of did like his character. That's why I made a character similar but not the same as him in my Stranded series, Pillage. And yeah, so moving on. R.I.P. Drillbur the Pirate. Yeah, I liked his concept. Didn't do much with his character. I made him friends with Sandslash for no reason, even though Sandslash dated him. Honestly, pretty enjoyed that. That's all I have to say about him. Nothing special. I did like his redesign in my Aftermath episode, but that's about it. Moving on. 36th please, went to my favorite character that I've ever made. Still my favorite, even with all this stuff. And I am sad that he went out so early. It's just, so I was starting to lose his voice. I mean, I have it now. It's not Galeos, right? But that's not even perfect, so like that's not even good. His voice was breaking and changing. So I talked to someone about it. They said to either just change his voice or eliminate him early. Thought about it, and I figured, okay, Noctowl will be early eliminated, but it'll have to be a good one, and I think his elimination went pretty well. Moving on. 35th. God, I have a trend of getting a lot of people that made it to the final 10 out early. What is wrong with me? Anyway, 35th. Zero. Pretty bland character. Still like them though, I don't know. Didn't really have a personality. Well, no, that's not true. They had a personality, but they didn't have a personality that you could just name. I had a lot of trouble with the intro because a lot of my characters, like, they actually had like personalities that weren't just stereotypes. It was hard to name them. So yeah, moving on. Explode, buddy, I'm so sorry about what I did to you. Loudred was one of my favorite characters in season 1, but then I made him really, I just killed this character in season 2, didn't I? Like, he became a bad guy. Well, not really, but he became too focused on the game after he evolved, and that's what drove him to elimination. Also, that fake idol he used to Talonflame. Moving on. 33rd, Panseer. Yeah, his character was just, what if there was a surfer dude who was a fire type? That would be so funny. And Panseer looks like a surfer dude. I'll do it with Panseer. Oh wait, I don't have enough room for the other 2 pans, and for some reason in my brain, if I have one of the pans, I have to have all 3 in a season. So I'll just wait till season 2. Boom, Panseer exists in season 2 now. Yay! Did nothing with this character. Tried to do stuff with him getting involved with air uses. Blah, but that was about it. Pretty boring. Moving on. 32nd, Bergmite. Well, technically, Bergmite and Sandslash are typed for 32nd, but whatever. So Bergmite. Yeah, I was planning on having him go a lot farther into the game, but I don't even know why I decided not to have him go further. I guess because Zero was gone, he didn't really have any plots. He was making friends with Grovile and stuff. Can't remember why, but he was. But then he was gone because I realized next time the team loses, Tropius is gone, or one of Grovile's friends is gone, and the one that I was fine with letting go the most was Bergmite, meaning he got 32nd. 32nd, or 31st, or whatever. Sandslash. Whole character was just so I could do an Australian accent that wasn't good. He was actually pretty good. He had his alliance with a bunch of people, which was neat. But I can't hate his character because he just interacted with characters I liked so much. But he was so bland, didn't really have a personality, and didn't do anything till the episode he got eliminated because he was replaced by Ditto, which is why he got eliminated because no one really knew who he was. And yeah, moving on. 30th is Smeargle, one of my least favorite contestants, because they had so much potential. They're supposed to be like the Duncan archetype, but a girl, and didn't go to jail. But that didn't happen. I didn't use them enough. I had them fun jokes with the paints, but that was about it. The Smeargle 30th. I did like the phones plot, but that wasn't really focused on Smeargle. It's just I had Smeargle do it because I was like, okay, Smeargle would be smart enough to find the phones using Bergmites. Moving on. Yeah, so this is where my show is cancelled. So the next eliminations, or ones that you have never seen before. So get ready for those. The next would be Casperone at 29th. I also hate Casperone. I wanted to do the multiple personality disorder thing with her. and I was trying to do that, but then for some reason I screwed it all up with one scene where I had it so our brain worked like inside out did. Don't know why I did that. It was supposed to be a dumb little haha fun thing, then I realized I hated it, and because that one scene I hate the cast form. Let's just move on now. 28th is Pampor. Yeah, so when I realized Pampor didn't have a personality other than being the sensible one of the siblings, I tried to make it so Pampor, oh yeah, I'm a flower. But then, so I was trying to make it so Pampor like went into the background. Then I realized, oh crap, I can't do that. They're a sibling of one of the most star characters in the show, Simi-Seer. Not Simi-Seer, Simi-Sage. And, you know, oh no, I can't do that. I gave them an idol because I'm stupid. Oh yeah, and the way they would have gotten eliminated was, Simi-Sage was the one that stole the idol and would have used on Pampor. The idol would have been one of many. I don't know who the others would have went to, but the idol that Simi-Sage used would get half of his votes and give them to anyone he wants. So if everyone voted for him, he voted for Pampor. That means half of the votes plus Simi-Sage to Pampor means Pampor gets the most votes, and boom, Pampor is eliminated. Next, 27th, Ariados. I like Ariados's idea. Having a crush on the character who's scared of spiders. I thought, yeah, that's genius. Then I turned their plot into another love triangle. I kept saying in my head, no, it's not a love triangle, because Casper and Penrose aren't actually dating. But it was basically a love triangle it was only like 3 episodes that was going on, but still. I am sorry. I ruined this character. Also, Ariados would have been the one to get rid of Casper. And then Tangrowth wouldn't have been the one to get rid of Ariados. Tangrowth wouldn't have done it, but I can't remember how, but it would have happened eventually. Tangrowth would be against it, but 2 against everyone else isn't enough. Moving on. 26, Minccino. I really like Minccino's character actually. And yeah, and I like the plot I was setting up, and yeah, I'm actually really gonna miss this character. That's really all I have to say. No info on how they would have gotten eliminated. No, please have that. Moving on. I said moving on. Milotic. Okay. So this character, so their elimination would have been Huntail was trying to get it so Milotic didn't eat enough and didn't sleep enough, so that Milotic wasn't strong enough to complete challenges. But then one day Milotic would have just fell to the ground and passed out from hunger, exhaust. It would have hadn't been taken away for medical purposes, because it was a serious thing. And yeah, I kept thinking in my brain, am I seriously gonna go through with this plotline? Is this a bad idea? Is it a good idea? I had no idea. And then the show got cancelled, so I never had to make the choice if I was gonna do it or not. I was happy I didn't have to make the choice, because I would have made that plotline so stupid. So stupid, and not as dramatic as it should be. Sorry if you hear like water in the background. Talonflame 24th. Our winner of last season doesn't even make it to March. I am definitely okay with that, because you should never be able to think, yo, yeah, the winner's gonna win again. Obviously they're not gonna win again, so if they make it to March, that's just a slot in words that doesn't mean belong there. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, I think I was planning on having Talonflame be the one out either before merge, which didn't happen, 24th is not before, or it's gonna have Talonflame be the one that was out as the first in merge, also didn't happen. But yeah, Talonflame would quit for Lopunny. I'll explain that when I get to Lopunny eventually, but well, not quit, but tell everyone to vote for Talonflame. And yeah, moving on. Okay, Sunkern. Can't explain Sunkern till I get to Barfrey and Levani. You know, I'll just hint to it because I'm not gonna say it till I get done. Sunkern would be eliminated because they were with Barfrey because they were sad all day. So Sunkern and Barfrey didn't compete in the challenge, and they decided that Barfrey was more useful in the long run. So they got rid of Sunkern. It was down to Sunkern or Levani being eliminated. And Levani tried using. I'm not gonna talk anymore because I'm just basically spelling out now. Moving on. Electivire. When I was making the show, I thought, oh yeah, this is one of my best characters. And now looking back, no, it's not. It's just a guy with a star who's pretty strong. That's it. He had no personality other than just being, oh, I'm strong, I'm a Mega Lopunny, and I have a star. That was it. So bad. That's bad. So yeah, merge. These were all the people that made it to March, so if your favorite made it to March, they have a chance at actually winning the thing. Probably not. So, because the winner is one of my favorites, not one of yours. First eliminated in Season 1, then first eliminated in March. Weepin' Bell did a lot better than last season. His whole thing would have been no one on his team wanted him there. They thought he was basically useless. So every episode after, I would have started the next episode if I continued. Every episode since then, he would have been fighting for his life. Until eventually he was first out in March. Did a lot better, but still didn't get the gold. Let's move on. Okay, Levani. So the thing with Levani is, he would have, Talonflame would have given Levani the fake idol. He would have tried to use it the day Sunkern got eliminated. Nothing would happen, and then, boom, Sunkern still got eliminated, thankfully. But then, I can't think for some reason, I don't know why. But then people would have thought he was a threat and eliminated him now. Levani was one of my favorite characters. He still is one of my favorite characters, not just because he's one of my favorite units of Pokemon, but just because he was just a nice guy who was determined and a bit silly, but for some reason I was gonna villainize him in the season. Well, not villainize him, he wouldn't have been like a bad guy and done bad things on purpose, but he would have made a lot of mistakes that made him seem like a bad guy. And that's not a good thing. Moving on. Oh, Huntail, you were just a shy girl in Season 1, and then you became a weird stalker, Yandere person. I am so sorry. And just... Okay, so the whole thing with Huntail's thing was I had this plot in one of my old shows that I made for me and me only. And I thought, I love that plot. But then I didn't think, oh yeah, I have to show these to people. Until, no. Until I did like the character, didn't like the direction the character went, because compared to Clamperl, they seem like two completely different people. So I'm sorry about that, but you know, at least they're not shy anymore. Sorry. Moving on. Oh yeah, Marshall would have gotten Huntail eliminated. Moving on. Okay. So this is tied with Smear going past one as the character I hate the most. I hate Mega Lopunny so much. but they tried to give them a plot twist hole while they didn't know that they were adopted. They wanted to find their real parents while I was setting up. And then eventually they would have left the island, and all of them had just left to try and find them. When they were gone trying to find them, that's when Talonflame got everyone to vote Talonflame instead of Lopunny. And then, oh yeah, they'd see them, but not actually visit them, just see it through a window, see, oh, they're not got a lot of money, they're not happy together, oh, their house is so small and disgusting, and oh, it was a good thing, blah blah blah, they come back, complete for real, be sad town from that. And yeah, I hate this character. Why did I spend a minute talking about them? Moving on. Semi-Sage. So going from one of my least favorite characters to one of my favorites, I love Semi-Sage. Semi-Sage and Sunkarn are probably the two newbies that I love the most. I'm sorry Zora and Snivy and Crocodile, but I just like Semi-Sage so much. He's an actor who just wants to be in the spotlight more than anything. He does not care who he has to drop a sandbag on to be the star, and I just love him for it. One of my favorites. Would have gotten rid of Panpour, cause Idol, he was just a good character. I don't have much to talk about him. Moving on. Rhydon. He made it farther. As you can probably tell, I was setting up a redemption. His friendship with Shane and would have went into the overall plot that I was thinking about, where Raichu was maybe, you know how Raichu led the campers to beat up the legendaries. That actually would have went somewhere. So Raichu would have been keeping the legendary somewhere, and he was working for Giratina, because Giratina didn't want the legendaries around or something. I can't remember. But Rhydon's friendship with Shaman would have led into that. Shaman would tell Rhydon about it and something. I don't know. I didn't plan far ahead. And his relationship with Yanma I really liked it, because Yanma was basically his only friend in the show. Because no one talked to him. I mean, people liked him. Like, imagine him and Electivire and Mamoswine. And Exploud would have been really good bots. But they didn't talk much. So yeah. Oops. Also, when I was making this list, I was thinking, so there's more people than last season. He got 15th place, but he was the first out in March last. Not even. Never mind, I'm stupid, he got 17th. But if he was 15th, would he have done worse or better this season? Because there's a bigger cast and he got 16th out of 40th. No, whatever, moving on. Honchkrow. Okay, so people are confused. Isn't Honchkrow the one that hated the villains in the first season? No. Honchkrow, the whole point of Honchkrow was he wanted to be a villain, he did, but he didn't want to go too far with hurting people and attacking people with bears. He wanted, I don't know, maybe sabotage a little bit, but he didn't want to go too far. This season, he would have done that. He would have been a villain without going over his moral line. And I like him for that. Also, he would have been, he stole all the phones. The phones did not get destroyed. He stole them. Yanma would have figured it out in the next episode with Rhydon. He would be like, hey, I'm not stupid, you definitely stole all the phones. So, give me my phone and I won't tell anyone. And that was it. So yeah, also people have problems, like, people don't like their characters when they give them the generic bird voice, but I don't see a problem with that voice. Like, oh yeah, no one cares. He's a good character. I'll probably cleared up a few things that people might have been confused about. Moving on. Shuppet 14th. You can probably tell I was trying to set up sorry about that. I was trying to set up a relationship with Shep and Hunter. I was trying to make a genuine thing where they start as friends, but then it actually develops over time instead of just them being like, oh, you're attracted by him too. Oh yeah, no, this make out blah blah blah. No, that was dumb. So I was trying to set something up. Shep would have definitely evolved into Beta. Somewhere down the line, but they didn't, so there's just a Shep here. Let's move on. Archon. I was really excited to develop Archon. He was gonna be the scaredy cat that eventually, you know, learned to not be a scaredy cat. And just, I was really excited to make him more brave and be able to speak for himself. I didn't do that for some reason. No, I was going to do it, but I cancelled the show. And Shabbat, he would have evolved to. Let's move on. It's Ivy in 12th place. The third character in a row I would have evolved later on. Smiley was, it's not Smiley, it's Snivy, was one of my favorite characters. They didn't talk at all, but you could tell they were tough and smart. I hope you could tell that I was trying to sort that. But yeah, they were eventually gonna have to plot with Crocodile, but I didn't get that far because that would happen somewhere in the merge. But you know, too late now. Sorry, buddy. Let's move on. Tropius. Yes, Tropius made it that far. His rivalry with Profile would have been a whole season-long thing, and he was one short of the final 10. So Tropius, so his plot was gonna be like, okay, so I didn't work out the details, but when the day he got eliminated, he was gonna reveal to Profile that, the reason he hated him so much was because he told his sibling, little sibling, that Grovile was the bad guy. Grovile's the one that got in that, and if they watched this season, they had to think that, so they believed him, and also he was gonna be like an orphan or something. I don't know. And now I'm stealing a lot of plot points from Levi. I'm actually not trying to do that at all. Like, I don't, like, just cause my Archon's scared and this guy was supposed to be an orphan, that wasn't just cause I liked his kid. No, that was a thing I thought. Well, I didn't come up with obvious, but that's the thing I thought of and I want to do, and I'm sorry if it seems like all my characters are stealing from another show, but you know, everyone gets in the preparation from somewhere. Final 10's here, so let's hope your favorite is in the final 10. If not, might want to pick a new favorite. 10th place would have been Macarbo. Definitely liked him. Definitely got cheated out of a possible win in the first season, because Macarbo's a good character. He's smart. He's pretty tough. He's not very fast, so any like race challenges he would have definitely lost. But you know, I wasn't gonna have those, and if I won, I was gonna make him. I was gonna let him win, because I don't think he should lose in a foot race. I can't remember how I was gonna do it. I think I was gonna make him have a plot with Weeping Bell. Him and Weeping Bell would have definitely became friends again eventually, but honestly can't remember what my plan with them was. And yeah, that's it. Let's move on to number 9. In 9th we have the Yan Mega, with a little dork weeb guy. Didn't even know being challenges because he knew he wasn't strong enough. And that's like this powerhouse who is strong enough to lift up Rhydon, who is probably heavy. I don't know Rhydon's weights, but yeah. I am proud of what I did with this character. I like him a lot. like I said, he would have been able to figure out that Honchkrow had the phones and been like, give me mine now or else. He would have went into Rhydon's plot. I don't really have much to say about him, just like his character, and would have made ninth place. Moving on. Tangrowth and Ace. Yeah, so Tangrowth would have definitely gotten back on his feet when I finally got done with the Aridos plot. He would have finally been a good character again, because I was battering so many characters I liked in season 2, wasn't I? And yeah, so Tangrowth's alliance went from the highest placing member being Licky in 11th last season. Him and Hunter both making final 10. And all the members except for Knockdown, making it to merge. Isn't that great? It is. So yeah, Tangrowth is a really good character that I enjoy. His voice is literally just my voice, but a little more excited. And yeah, moving on. Oh, Grovyle. I like him. Some people might think, oh, his favorite Pokemon said now, so Grovyle can't win. I mean, Grovyle's gonna win. No, I made a deal with myself. Grovyle can't win just because he's my favorite. I like Grovyle's character. I liked the friends he made with Gliscor and Arjun and all that. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Moving on. Okay, finally, I can talk about Barfrey. So, yeah, so the whole thing that would happen was, so Brocknell, Zora would owe Brocknell a favor. Brocknell would ask Zora would turn into a Barfrey, and then guess Levani in front of her. So that would happen, and then Barfrey would be upset. Levani would explain that it was Zora turning into her. She wouldn't care. She realized the relationship was dumb. They knew nothing about each other. They really only liked the idea of being in a relationship, and they would have broken up. Barfrey would have been sad for a day, and Sunkern would have been there. I actually had the idea of Barfrey and Sunkern getting together when she was dumped by Levan, but I changed my mind to that. I wasn't gonna do that. So yeah, that wasn't the thing, but I was thinking about it, and yeah. Barfrey, good character, really like him. Let's move on to the final 5. Gliscor. Yeah, when the season started, Gliscor and Smeargle were 2 characters that were just like, okay, I need 3 contests, because that's the amount I decided on. I need some people to fill in gaps. Gliscor and Smeargle, why not? Gliscor, I don't know. He could be a drummer. He was in one of Heavenly Heracross's Cursed Island. He was that Green Day drummer guy. So he can be a drummer in this. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely stole it from that. But I did eventually enjoy his character. He made friends with some of my favorites. And I think, yeah, he's probably one of the most deserving of 5th place. Let's move on. 4th we have Marshtomp. Yeah! Marshtomp is definitely moving up in the world. He is 1 place higher than last time. Last time he got the final 5, and then lost. Now I got 4th. I'm sorry I keep messing with this water thing. It's probably so annoying. I'm gonna stop messing with it now. Yeah, so, Marshtomp, he had the whole love triangle plotline. Sorry, I know people hate those. I thought I was doing it well. I was not. And yeah, I like his character. Oh, fun fact about him in season 1. So, So like I said, I had the whole Marshall love triangle plotline already exist in my brain. From a show I had before. In that show, Marshall had multiple personality disorder. In season 1, episode 1, remember when he fell off that cliff? Yeah, in my other show, he would have been smacked on the head, and it would have been Mal from Total Drama All-Stars. He would have spent all season as an evil self. And in season 2, it would get revealed he had more personalities, and he'd get more developed and stuff, and yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that, because people hated Mal. I hated the whole Mal thing, because well, it was obvious he was gonna win, or he was gonna make it super far at least. So every time he thought he was in danger, it was obviously the one that was putting him in danger was going home. Anyway, yeah, good character. That was a little fun fact about an old season. Let's move on to 3rd place. Zorwa, yay! I like pranksters and shows, but I get annoyed because they either get eliminated really early, or they become villains. And I just wanted a prankster who was just a prankster, didn't become a villain. I mean, I guess they were all villainous with the whole Vanny thing, but you know, they owed Crocodile and all, but you know, people eventually, you know, people never fully trust Zorwa again in the show, but they don't hate Zorwa. And yeah, but since Zorwa isn't there, that means the finale would have been Crocodile versus Haunter. Who would have won? I'll show you now. And oh, by the way, just so you know, I kept going back and forth on who I wanted first. And I'm still not 100% sure who would have been first by the end of my show. But for right now, what I'm saying is, 2nd place is Crocodile. Big Bad Villain got 2nd. I didn't know if I wanted him to win or not. I was thinking about it really hard, and I like Haunter more. Crocodile, he had a lot of plots, he would have had more. He had the whole phone thing, he would not have trusted Haunter Crow anymore, because Crocodile did not actually know about the phone thing. He would have been aware of that. Yeah, and by the way, and I hope none of you assume that Appa's gonna be my villain of Stranded, just because he has the exact same voice as Crocodile. Because no. Also, I'm glad that I never got to the point where it was Crocodile versus Haunter, because I realized in the few scenes they eventually talked, they have almost the exact same voice with slight differences, and it's so hard to tell apart. So I am so glad I never got that far, honestly. So yeah, but since Crocodile is in 2nd, that means Haunter, congrats, you win. Oh god, this video is gonna be 40 minutes. I'm so sorry to anyone that has to watch this. So yeah, Haunter would win. I like them in season 1. I loved their friendship with Noctowl. Probably the closest bond I have in any of my shows ever is him and Noctowl. Honestly, for Christmas I was thinking about them saying Baby It's Cold Outside. No, it was a romantic thing, they would have been a romantic thing. Nice little fun, jokey thing. I never did it because I'm really self-conscious about my singing voice. And yeah. I was gonna say more things about Haunter, I just can't think. But yeah, he's just an amazing character overall. I love him. I was on even before I started season 2. Like back when I was in the middle of making season 1, even before he got eliminated in season 1, I was thinking I want my season 2 finale to be Haunter versus NK. That didn't happen because I eliminated NK super early, but it was an idea I had from the beginning. I mean, if you would have liked that, tell me, but I thought it wasn't a good idea. but I did love the idea of Haunter making it to the end of this game. So yeah, that's been this 40-minute video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, this picture has every single contestant on it. It was so hard to make, I kept having to shrink the pictures. And yeah, I hope you liked my Legendary Island show. Oh, one thing I want to mention. So before I made Stranded, I was thinking about having a Redonkulous Race Pokemon one. And in it I would have actually had Haunter and Noctowl, and as a pair, Weavemel and Magcargo as a pair. I would have had Magmar with Hawlucha of Stranded, and I would have had Zorua with. It wouldn't have been the same personality as my Eevee Stranded, but Zorua would have been with an Umbreon, so that's really cool. If you want to see that one day, tell me. And just so you know, I'm not done with these characters yet. Ho ho ho. Not yet. You'll be seeing them again eventually. Well, bye.